Issues related to race equality are not easy to discuss, and it was more of a taboo, especially during the pre-pandemic and the pre-Black Lives Matter era. But we thought that something needs to be done, something needs to change, and that's how we came up with the idea of leveling the field. This was organized by A-Line with the support of HENI. The first conference of which was held in December 2020, and the second conference on a much larger scale in 2021.
The response we received when we put out the program and shared it across was overwhelming. It was unbelievable to see thousands register to the conference, not just within the UK, but also internationally.
We thought that there was no way we could restrict the numbers, and so we had to adapt to achieve a balance between delivering excellent content to a large audience. To do this, we set up multiple teams working on different fronts, and it was great to see the camaraderie all for a worthy cause.
Leveling the Field was chaired by Dr. Catherine Bell, RCOA Regional Advisor and TBD for trainees with differing needs, alongside Prof. Mala Rao, Medical Advisor to NHS England Workforce Race Equality Implementation Team. The conference invited speakers from all over the UK, representing various organisations. Prof. Namita Kumar and Dr. Mumtaz Batal from Health Education England North East and North West, Prof. Stephen Powys and Dr. Sonali Kinra from NHS England and NHS Improvement, Dr. Chand Nagapal and Aishaneen Benjamin from the BMA, Dr. Rosie Bennyworth from the CQC, Tista Chakravarti Gannon from the GMC, Alistair Henderson from the Academy of Medical Royal Colleges, and Margaret Kitching, Chief Nursing Officer for North of England. They all share a goal to make a difference in equality and diversity. They addressed challenges faced by international doctors and international nurses in the NHS, and how to value and welcome international medical graduates. We believe in the supportive role played by organised ethnic minority groups. Dr. Salman Wakar talked about how the British Islamic Medical Association supports Muslim doctors in the NHS. Olamide Dada founded Melanin Medics to aid future and present African doctors in their career progression. Prof. J.S. Bamra represented the British Association of Physicians of Indian Origin. Everyone recognizes the need for support programs for international doctors and international nurses. Dr. Sujesh Bansal shared his experience on engaging trusts and deaneries to support IMGs. Francis Fernando started Filipino Nurses Association in the UK to support Filipino nurses working in the NHS. Prof. Bodeway and the Royal College of Psychiatry supported IMGs through structured induction and mentoring programs. Dr. Sohaib Rahman shed a light on challenges faced by international medical graduates and the role of social media in supporting them. The concept of IMGs is not unique to the NHS, and there is so much that we can learn from other countries. Diversity our strength is the motto of Toronto that reassured Dr. Sachin Rastogi on moving there as an IMG. Exton Sanchez shared his experience as an international nurse in Singapore and the importance of cultural diversity. Dr. Christine Wood spoke about the support she received as an IMG in New Zealand and how that influenced her decision to move there long term. And Dr. Aman Khaji shed a light on how a structured induction program in the USA made him feel at par with local grads. We recognize the need to empower IMGs and validate their experiences. Dr. Ruba Balasamtram shared her personal experience in moving to the UK and how she wouldn't have succeeded without a supportive supervisor. Dr. Ninena Osoji shared her experience in developing leadership in ethnic minority doctors and nurses. Leveling the Field champions equality and diversity in the healthcare, and it's no surprise that we discuss discrimination and unconscious bias in the NHS. Dr. Anton Emmanuel, the lead of the REST team, talked about deep-rooted systemic racism and the work being done to fight it. Mr. Suraj highlighted the workforce pay gap in ethnic minority staff. We concluded the day promising changes in the coming year. Dr. Angus Vincent shared Newcastle Hospital's plan to start an induction program for locally employed doctors and trainees joining the NHS from abroad. Prof. Mala Rao and Dr. Catherine Bell are hopeful for a more equitable NHS workplace with the help of everyone who took part in levelling the field.
Being part of Levelling the Field was a great experience for me. I had the opportunity to begin to understand the problems faced by many of my colleagues and see the true scale of the problems. I had minimal experience prior to this of organising a conference. One of my main roles in Levelling the Field was to assist with marketing, to increase our reach and to engage our listeners during the event. Levelling the Field and A-Line used Twitter and Instagram to market the conference and encourage attendances. We started this in October 2021, releasing the date of the programme, the key points and the CPD accreditation. From November, we focused on introducing our many important speakers through personalised biographies released on social media. During the conference, we live posted key content such as quotes, pictures and poll results to highlight the important messages that our speakers were giving. We followed this up after the event to thank our speakers and to acknowledge the great work that those who submitted abstracts have done for us. We tweeted about levelling the field 68 times in total, with almost 21,000 impressions on Twitter. That is, 21,000 different people saw our Twitter content. Our top tweets gained nearly 4,000 individual impressions. Photos of the speakers during the conference, quotes and poll results gained the highest engagement rate of all of our content. Moving forward, we will continue with this theme as a way to improve the reach and engagement in following conferences.
To understand the reach and audience of Levelling the Field and to gain insight into the perspective of attendees on the event, we undertook analysis of registration data and multimodal feedback. Engagement with Levelling the Field was brilliant, significantly surpassing last year's attendance, with over 1,000 webinar attendees and even more people watching on YouTube Live. The reach of Levelling the Field was also amazing. Within the UK, attendees were registered from across every single region, with London and the North East having the greatest representation. But this wasn't just a national conference, this was an event with international reach, with registrations from across the world including the Middle East, India, Australia and the US, among others. So who attended Levelling the Field? Registrations were from a diverse range of backgrounds and professions, reflecting the broad appeal of this event. Around 60% of attendees were doctors, representing a wide array of specialties, along with hundreds of registrations from other professions, including nursing, allied healthcare professionals, management and professional bodies like the GMC and the NMC. Attendees were also from a range of ethnic backgrounds, contributing to the dynamic conversation generated in panel discussions and Q&As. So following the event, feedback was requested from all attendees with over 1,200 respondents. Feedback from the conference was overwhelmingly positive. 88% of attendees rated the overall event excellent or good. One of the key focus points of this year's conference was on international medical graduates, and feedback demonstrated that attendees actually found this session the most useful of the programme. It was great to see that the vast majority of attendees would be interested in joining next year's conference, and also that the online delivery of the conference was popular. 68% of attendees actually said that they would prefer the conference to continue to be delivered in this way. As well as asking for some feedback after the conference, a key part of the day was interactive polling. This revealed some great insights into the impact of levelling the field. 81% of attendees felt that greater equality in the NHS was possible after attending the conference, and 91% of attendees said that they had given them ideas which could be taken forwards in their own organisation. Free text comments were also provided by attendees, which added to the rich and positive feedback and demonstrated just how much this conference was valued. These are just a selection of the comments that we received.
What have we achieved with levelling the field so far? I think the biggest achievement is that we were able to bring a lot of NHS leaders on this platform, and this platform provided different organizations, different leaders to discuss the issues faced by ethnic minorities and international medical graduates and nurses. And from this, a lot of ideas have come up. Perhaps the biggest achievement, I would say, is the National Standard International Medical Graduate Induction. This work was already proposed by Professor Mala Rao and she was working on it, but I think this conference gave it the boost required for it to go ahead with the pilot. So the pilot is at the moment in progress and hopefully this will become a reality. So I would say this is the biggest achievement. The other achievement is that we have been asked to present our work in various national meetings. And more importantly, a lot of junior doctors, trainees and fellows from other regions have contacted us, and we have mentored them to deliver similar sessions in their own regional areas. So where are we going with it in the future? I think it's really difficult for something which grew into such a massive scale to continue doing that on a similar standard. But we do realize now that people have expectations from us, and we also feel the responsibility. So we will continue to do what we were doing. We are currently in the process of doing a thematic analysis of the feedback which we have from last year. We will pick up the themes which come out from that thematic analysis. So from the very brief look at thematic analysis so far, differential attainment seems to be quite a popular topic. So this might be something which we might focus on after discussing with ourselves. If you have any suggestions, or if you would like to get involved, we would welcome you. Please do get in touch with us.